Yeah, hi there. I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And these comments are for Siraj. So you just made a comment over at my website, and I posted it in a word processing program. So let's take a look at your situation, and then I'll give you some suggestions. So you say, today I got my TOEFL score. This was my first attempt. I got low score 60. I have 2 to 3 months to study for TOEFL and GRE up to June. I really have to study hard to improve my score up to 90. I know it's tough, but I have to do it within 2 to 3 months. So what is your suggestion? How should I plan my studies? Also, I have to study for the GRE. Please give me some suggestions about a study plan with your program. Here is my score report: 12 points on the reading, 16 points on the listening. You got 17 points on the speaking, and 15 points in the writing, and that gives you a score of 60. So you're looking about 30 points. Now, my suggestion here is, first of all, you'll need at least probably anywhere from 3 to 6 months for you to reach this goal. 30 points on the TOEFL is a lot. It's not something that happens quickly typically. I've been teaching TOEFL online now since about 2008. I teach about 2,000 students every year, and I really don't see most people making the kind of improvement that you seek. It doesn't happen that much. Now, it happens, but not as often. So if you reach your goal within 3 months, that would be a little bit unusual in my opinion. Now, a few months ago, I did have a student. His name is Rasa. And when I met him, his score was 82. And in 2.5 months, he went from 82 to 105. And that was unusual. That's not normally what happens to most students, but he made remarkable progress. I have had students who make remarkable progress, but most students typically, they improve their overall TOEFL score about 5 to 10 points for each month that they study. All right, so I got 3 suggestions for you, and you might want to write these down. The first 2 suggestions have nothing to do with my online course. They have nothing to do with any TOEFL books you're using, but they are suggestions which will help you improve your English. So I really strongly advise that you follow all 3 of these suggestions. Number 1, you want to stay or get in the habit of reading either magazines, newspapers, and longer books. You want to read anywhere from 45 to 60 minutes every day over the next 90 days or more. Again, read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. My second suggestion, you can also stay or get in the habit, if you're not doing it, of listening to either science programs, news programs, history, or documentary programs. These types of programs on TV are going to give you higher level vocabulary. It's going to be more difficult. In a sense, it's going to prepare you more for the academic listening on the TOEFL IBT. Now, if you do not have English TV, you can go online. You might want to write these down. You can use actually, let me type them here for you for just a minute. You can see them. You've probably heard this. You can Google National Public Radio. This is a great website for listening. Also, TED Talks. These are 2 good websites that you can use each day. Again, about 45 to 60 minutes each day, you can listen to National Public Radio or TED Talks if you don't have TV. TV is also a good way to do it, but either way, you're going to get good listening practice. Now, whether you're doing the reading or the listening practice, you want to stay in the habit of note-taking. You want to focus on the main and the most important supporting points of those reading and listening passages, and then using your notes, You can write about the information you've just read or you've just listened to. You can also speak about that information that you've just read or you've just listened to. So not only are you practicing your reading and your listening, but you're also practicing your TOEFL integrated speaking and integrated writing areas as well. So those are my first two suggestions. That gives you 1.5 hours every day for 7 days. For the next 90 days, you're going to be doing this every day. Don't take a break from this. This is going to be very important in helping you improve your language use, your grammar, your reading, your listening, your speaking, your writing. Many good things are going to happen by doing this, but you have to be disciplined. And remember that you're going to be making a lot of mistakes. You'll have a lot of grammar errors, but the main thing is you keep at it. You keep at it. And even after you write your summary, you speak about what you've read or you've listened to, you can read it or listen to it again to check for accuracy, to make sure that you're accurately writing and speaking about that information. Now, my third suggestion involves my 90-day TOEFL online study guide. You want to follow that study guide. That's going to give you practice in 7 key areas. You will begin building your proficiency with your vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar. These are what I call the basic building blocks to academic English language proficiency. Then you will get some good listening and some reading practice. You also begin solving problems in the writing and the speaking areas of the test. So if you stay focused, if you follow those 3 suggestions, you will see improvement. Now, like I said, you're probably looking at 3 to 6 months for you to really begin to notice some improvements in these areas. That assumes you keep at my suggestions. You can't say, well, I didn't do anything this last week, so I'm going to do more this week. No, you have to consistently follow these suggestions every day, every month for the next few months. It will really help you. It's kind of like if you want to lose weight. Let me ask you a question. Let's say you want to lose 10 kilograms. Now, I'm not saying you need to, but let's say that you did. If you diet for a week or 2 weeks, probably nothing's going to happen at all, right? But if you stick at it and you cut back what you eat for several months, you will notice progress with your dieting and you will become leaner, which means you'll lose weight, right? So this is the same thing with your English proficiency. It takes time. It takes a consistent plan to consistently do things every day for a few months, and you will get those results. Alrighty. Anyway, thank you very much for your comments. I was glad to see your comments at my website today, and I'd love to have you as one of my students. So you just simply need to click on the join button. That takes you to the sign up page for my course. Basically follow the steps. Click on the subscribe button, create your PayPal account, make your payment. Then you'll get your username and your password. Now, sometimes it can take me up to 24 hours to do this because sometimes you may join my course when I'm sleeping at night and I don't have an automatic enroll for this. I have to manually add you to my online course, right? And of course, once you get the password and the username, then you can start your TOEFL course. All right, thank you very much. All the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.